Moosen Spiel.
Moosen Spiel.
We're gonna complain about women because it's Metroid Prime.
Oh God, we're continuing that.
I don't know if we actually are or not.
So
it's just a
we're
theme,
on
right?
video. I mean, it's the video. It's the theme of us just bitching.
Yeah, that's the thing. Metroid Prime. It's important that Let's Plays have themes, and the theme of this one is we're gonna be assholes and bitch about other people. Drunken Spiel. I'm drinking bourbon.
Drunken Spiel. I'm
You're
drinking
drinking
scotch.
banana bread. And
Drinking banana bread.
You're drinking banana bread. I'm drinking my bourbon. Plays a Pokemon a little bit earlier in the night. I beat Pokemon Red.
You didn't beat it. You played it.
And now Pokemon Red is going to try to challenge me to a fight. And I'm going to have to use my Pokeballs to beat him. So this is also the Let's Play where we don't actually play it at the same time. This is the one that we don't actually play at the same time. We just
This is one where I played it earlier. Because the game is long.
Because the game is long and actually quite difficult to parse. So it takes some time. Oh, look at that. You got all the way up there.
I did.
Good job.
You proud of me?
Yeah, I was wondering which Pokemon was going to jump out of that ball. I thought it was going to be Squirtle.
Yeah, so basically I got up here and yeah, walls just randomly explode.
Cool.
Yeah, that some of these walls are impossible to see. You just have to roll around and use the explodey thing.
That was a really annoying thing about those games back in those times. It's like you don't know which walls are supposed to activate in which ways because they're all identical.
Yeah. Zelda did it well because it was a cracked wall.
And even then, like even the cracked walls, it's like, well, then it turns into something really obvious, right? Because the only thing I like about AAA games nowadays is they make that shit like realistic.
It looks like a structure that's deteriorating.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah. You're just like, huh? I wonder if I can blow this up. There's something that comes into the later, where you get different items or upgrades. And based on what you scan, it'll tell you, oh, the structure is like this.
Well, Samus got more powerful.
Yeah, so I got another upgrade.
Yay, she gets super boots.
Indeed.
Now she can jump really high. Space boots jumped higher.
So I can double jump now.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
And it's, like, the most useful thing in the game.
That's why, yeah, I believe it. We beat Ori quite recently, and that game was all about just double jumping all over shit. You're still on the same planet. It's like the one planet. You know, all you do is just hang out on this one planet.
Pretty much.
You know what would be cool is if, like, instead of leaving for another planet, all you did is just, like, orbit in the planet and then just go to a little bit of a different area on that same planet.
So, the game, there's actually a game coming out that's not too far off from that for the PS4. It's called No Man's Sky.
No Man's Land.
No Man's Sky.
Okay.
So, that is a game where the game is so massive and the programming involved, you can go, it just randomly generates planets and the life forms involved on that planet.
That's kind of cool as long as it actually works well.
See, that's the thing. I'm gonna get this game just because of the aspect, like, according to the developers, even though it's a massively online game, the odds of you finding someone is very slim, like another user.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's almost as if you're playing the game to see if you can find another human.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like your own little quest.
Well, see, the problem with those giant games is just because it can be explored doesn't mean it should be explored, right?
Right.
A lot of times, as soon as you figure out the
space battles too,
like the second you figure out the mechanics, it's like the game's over, right? It doesn't matter. You don't have to see every single iteration of the mechanics, but the second you figure out what the mechanics are, it's like, okay, I've seen enough.
I think it's going to be really interesting.
I hope so.
And I hope it's.
Spore was a motherfucking letdown, that's for sure.
Oh, you know what? You're absolutely right on that one.
Spore was one giant fucking. But honestly, everything that guy has made ever since SimCity is just been like. That's the thing, is that like these kind of game designers, they have one game that just explodes them into the stratosphere, and everybody thinks that they're some kind of like sage or idiot savant or something like that. Like they're like the chosen one prophet or something. And it's like, no, they just got lucky with a game that happened to hit the zeitgeist at the right time.
Kind of like the Minecraft dude.
Yeah, like the Minecraft dude. Like, I guarantee the Minecraft dude is not going to do anything worthwhile for the rest of his life. He's going to fucking watch TV. He
doesn't have to either.
He doesn't have to either. And that's why he's not going to do anything worthwhile, right? Because he doesn't fucking care at this point. He's already made his millions.
Yeah. And that's a fad that's going to go out soon enough.
Well, I mean, it's already, like, it's not even a fad. It's like, it's had its staying power. It's had as much of a life as a video game could possibly have. I mean, when you've got, like, grandmas who know the word Minecraft, then, like, you've done a good job.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, speaking about complaining about women, this Twitter girl never messaged me back.
You mean Tinder girl?
This Tinder girl never messaged me back.
Well, whose fault is that?
I guess it's mine, so I'll message her again. No, I'm just kidding. I won't.
Yeah, so basically No Man's Sky is a PS4 exclusive, so power to the PS4.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's coming out on PC too, but everything kind of comes out on PC these days, unless it's Nintendo.
So you're trying to figure out how to use your controls properly. You're trying to bomb boost into a ground level hole.
Okay, I mean, I could easily just change back into my human form and get out of the ball form, but that was less fun.
This was kind of how Samus fits in there, but okay.
Yeah. So this is No Man's Sky.
This is a Wikipedia page.
Yes.
Okay.
Would you rather I pull up a YouTube video of it? And we can discuss the YouTube video?
Yeah. There's a lot of writing here.
I'll just do that for you.
Okay.
Oh, man. Yeah, so I'm finding, basically, I'm going around the little world.
Oh, look, you got another missile expansion.
Yeah, and I'm trying to find upgrades. And in my other playthrough, that's all I did was wander.
You don't even use the missiles.
Not yet.
So, like, you're getting 99% of the game, you don't use the missiles, and then there's one point where you need, like, 8,000 missiles. It's like, gee, I hope you found the fucking upgrades.
So here.
That's the fucking Lily Singh girl. She is annoying as fuck.
I know, her commercial just doesn't stop.
I've seen that commercial, and it's not funny. She cross-dresses as a man, and it's like, women cross-dressing as men are not half as funny as men cross-dressing as women. They're not. I'm sorry. Okay, so this guy's in a theater and he's talking, and it's like, wow, we're gonna see a theater thing.
Well, it's the demo.
Okay,
so they're explaining the game.
And so you do the demo in a theater. How do you turn up the volume on this thing?
Don't.
I can hear it a little bit. Whoa! How do you get it full screen again? Okay, I got it. Is this an iPad?
Yes.
Oh, technology nowadays. So what I see is bunny rabbits and green pastures and weird alien structures.
Yeah, and it's all first person.
It's all first person, which is accurate to real life, because real life is in first person. And there's a robot that's flying around. Whoa, you just
blew my mind.
Yeah, did you know that? Did you know that real life is in first person? Sometimes it's in third person, but that's only if you get really drunk.
So I found another upgrade here.
Well, you got another upgrade, did you?
Yeah, but I can't figure out how to get up there.
Are you still on the same planet?
Yeah. Yeah, you don't leave.
Oh, really? You spent the entire game on that one planet?
Yes.
That's kind of cool,
at least,
actually.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. Yeah,
so I got another missile expansion.
I'm glad that they don't go to other planets.
No, if you want to go to other planets, you play No Man's Sky. Just like this.
And it's like procedurally generated creatures. But you know what? You know what I appreciate about No Man's Sky? This game might be shit, but you know what? 3 or 4 iterations of this game later, and it's gonna be like fucking amazing, right? 3 or 4, and you're gonna have like GTA 3, right? Because GTA 1, GTA 2, most people were like, oh, it's kind of good, I guess. I thought it was the fucking most amazing game I've ever played in my life, but most people were like, well, it's not very good. But then like GTA 3 came around, and the people were like, how did anybody even think of making this game? They didn't even know that it was possible.
So you think maybe when like the PS5 or something comes out, they're going to have a No Man's Sky 3, and that's when it's going to be amazing?
I think it's gonna take another like 10 years or so, and then it'll be like, holy shit, man. And it'll be like, fuck this first person shit, it's all gonna be VR. And it'll be like, I'm living in a fantasy world. Where marshmallows just float to me and I just eat them.
This game would be amazing in VR.
This game would be amazing in VR. No, it wouldn't, because VR needs sensual stimulation.
Yeah, so here's more Chozo lore. Speaking about game stuff. The game we're actually watching.
You know what I heard that was really funny? Is like some fat guy tried VR and he couldn't do it because he was too fat.
What do you mean?
Some fat guy tried VR and he's like, oh shit, I actually have to like use my body for this.
Oh no.
He's like, my hobby, video games, is starting to combine with my mortal nemesis, physical activity.
Oh god.
I'm like,
that's awful.
I'm like, yeah, finally you fat guys will actually start using your fucking bodies for shit.
Man, you're just no filter, no give a shit. Metroid Prime.
I don't know fat people, like, Jesus Christ. Like, I know fat people are going to get pissed off at me for that. I'm about to move to, like, the world's poorest country in the world. There's not going to be a lot of fat people. Okay, now we're looking at these fucking idiots again. Okay, now we're back to the game. And the game looks like the same. So they said they're going to go to all these different planets, but so far all we looked at is, like, green things and rabbits and... Oh, fuck! It's Star Wars!
I sped the video up and you just freaked out.
Whoa, you can blow up the rocks. And that's supposed to be important in some way. See, the thing is that I'm not seeing is, like, why this is enticing. So far, what's enticing about it is, like, look, we made all this shit that can appear randomly. But I'm like, but you know what? I can look at random shit already.
In reality?
Reality tends not to be very random in the way that you would, like, you know, in a way that's enticing. But, like, with this game, it's like, yeah, okay, sure, so you guys made planets that generate randomly. There's nothing that's really surprising, though. You know? That's the point of random. It's just supposed to be surprising. I'm not seeing anything surprising.
Not yet.
And you know what I see? Well, these game designers are fucking in their, like, mid-20s, and they're, like, bullshit little fucking idiots who got through school really fucking fast, and they're like hot shit, and so they made this thing that's supposed to blow our minds. Well, guess what, buddy? Reality check ain't blowing my fucking mind here, buddy. I played X-Wing. X-Wing's way better than this game. Okay, so we're gonna blast off to the next planet. About fucking time. It looks like the moon, and hopefully we're gonna see more fucking moon rabbits.
So basically, all I'm doing here in Metroid Prime is trying to remember where all the upgrades are and how do I get to them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't you just use your map for that?
Well, the map gives you hints onto, you know, kind of a direction where they're at.
So what's the direction that they're at? Oh, those are the little notches in the walls where you're supposed to like go through your little ball thing.
Yeah. So what happened was I
was there a space battle that's gonna happen? Is this a space battle that's gonna happen?
Yeah.
Cool.
Is that more interesting to you?
Yeah, I want to see him kill shit. What's the most important thing about life, if not killing shit?
See all those things that not you? Kill them.
Well, they're technologically advanced, so they definitely have to be brought to a primitive level.
Well, when the PlayStation VR comes out, I'll be pretty excited to play Valkyrie, and I hope a game like this would be in VR.
Yeah.
So here you go. Basically, the whole interface is you pick a star and you just go to it.
Okay, so this is the next planet, and what we're seeing is it looks quite a bit like the first planet, but not a lot of rabbits and a lot more lizards. Lizard dogs.
Is that your description?
So we're basically looking at Spore Part 2 is what we're looking at.
I sure hope not.
This is Spore Part 2 is what it is. And it's like, it's supposed to be amazing because it's on like the galactic scale and you can still visit all these planets. But like, that's what Spore did, and it's just not exciting. Like the creature creator was really cool in Spore. Had a lot of really crazy shit going on in it. But this thing, I don't know. It's like, it's got all these crazy maps. Like, I understand that they've done a lot of organizing. There's a lot of organizing tools that they've built to organize their giant, like, world.
Universe.
And it's like, oh wow, look at all these crazy ways that we've organized all this shit that you don't care about. At the very end of the day, I still don't fucking care about it.
So I'm taking it you're not a fan of the game.
I'm predicting this game will just not be... It's another one of those games that's like really progressive. It's like, look at the stage that we're at in terms of like, you know, generating our own universes. But, yeah. But it's like, do I care about that? I mean, as far as I'm concerned, the only, like... This video is the only value I'll ever get out of it.
I mean, we'll see. I can't wait for it. It's a sense of discovery, basically.
Yeah.
So.
It's.
I feel like. I don't want to compare it to a game like Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival.
And who's making this game? Who's making this game? Is it Kickstarter? Is that why they made the video to get our money for Kickstarter?
No.
We want to make more galaxies.
It's by Hello Games, and they've made like nothing.
So in other words, it's like by nobody.
Yeah.
These guys, they rented a small theater, and then they like pretend that they're watching their game, but really they're just recording video.
So let me just compare it to one of the worst games of 2015, at least ranked.
Yeah.
It's Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival.
Yep.
Now I'm not saying it's a good game by any means, but holy crap!
Well, you just call it the worst game.
It's rated as one of the worst.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, it's like lately it's been the quintessential game for me to play as I'm doing something more important. So I'm like at my desk here at the house, and I have Animal Crossing going on because it's something to take my mind off for 5 minutes if I'm staring at the computer too long.
Really?
I can just pick it up and do it.
So it's one of those like time waster things. It's like solitaire.
Yeah, that's kind of what it's become to me, and I'm actually enjoying it more that way.
So you're at the point in Metroid Prime where you don't even care if you get hit by the green lasers.
Right. I mean, look how much health I have right now, and those do like almost little damage. The more we go through the game, I start to ignore enemies and just say, "God, I just got to get to this new area."
That's really cool because it's just sort of an innate progression in a way. It's like the game's not progressing, but you're progressing, right?
Right.
That's kind of cool in a way.
And you'll also see me start scanning more and more stuff.
Yeah.
Because the game kind of forces you to do that.
So it's like you're changing.
Yes.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, because when we first started doing this, I'm like, man, I hate the fact that you have to scan all this shit. And now it's become part of just my regular gameplay.
I'm sorry, I interrupted you earlier on. You were talking about a boring game?
Nah, I pretty much made my point.
Okay.
And I feel like that's what No Man's Sky is going to be.
A boring game?
It's going to be a game where you just drown out to, and it'll kill like 10, 15 minutes.
You know what? It would probably be a really good drown out episode, to be honest.
Oh, absolutely. Like you and I just drinking and then just going, I don't know, let's go fucking there. Who cares?
Because like those guys, Yahtzee and Gabe and all that shit, they're all really good at like doing the world building stuff. Like they did City Skylines, they did Minecraft, they did, those kind of games, right?
Right.
Yahtzee seems to be really into that shit. I don't understand. It takes a whole different other person to be into that shit. Because me, I'm like, find me the official one. Find me the one that everybody's doing. That like literally, not just Minecraft, but like literally everybody. As in like my grandma, everybody. Find the first official one that's like actual like other life, and then I'll be interested in it. Until then, I don't care because it's all just like fucking small potatoes. Like what? I'm gonna go brag to like 3 other people that I see online. That like I've got a cool city and City Skylines. Like that's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna do that.
I'm trying to get back to.
Oh, you don't have the Thorn Dodger.
And I thought this was the way, and I'm like, son of a bitch.
The Thorn Escaper.
I can't get through here. Why? This is dumb. Because that's the way I thought I needed to go. So
the thorny thing.
Yeah. I'm like shit. Yeah, so basically I have to go all the way back to get to the other elevator. And yeah, I do not care about getting hit. So yeah, cut to this.
Cut to Metroid Prime.
Yeah. So I'm trying to get back to Talon Overworld and Magmore Caverns, and yeah, this is just the direction I'm going. It's a lot of cutting to... I mean, it's a huge trek back, basically. Especially since I went in the opposite direction. And yeah, going through the wrong door and realizing almost instantaneously, shit, I gotta go this way.
So is this a direction that you've never been in before?
No, I have been. So basically, I got all these upgrades, and now I'm trying to get back to where I need to be.
The Chobo Ruins.
Which is, I think it's Magmore Caverns where I gotta go, or the Ice World.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
But yeah, this is like the first instance in the game where it's your first major backtrack.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Basically going from one end of the world to another. That's hence the name Metroidvania.
Yeah.
It's doing shit like that.
Yeah, where it's like you go to a previous level and it's just like a new thing just opened up in that previous level.
Right. So here I am just cutting out a bunch of Magmore Caverns, and yeah, I'm going to like I think it's the Thallus Overworld or something, whatever it's called.
Okay.
That's what the Ice World is.
You're going to the Thallus Overworld.
So, yeah, so we talked a bunch of No Man's Sky and how it might be a boring game.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hate
My
it.
prediction,
You shitted on it quite a bit.
I shit on it because any time people do that, it's just incredibly pretentious and it just gets overblown and they never really realize their own.
Well, the game's been in development for just fucking 5 years or something crazy.
Yeah,
it's
not
been
enough
delayed
time.
like twice now, and
yeah,
or Phendrana Drifts. That's what it's called.
Feels like Peter Molyneux. That's what it feels like.
And that's the Sims guy.
No, Peter Molyneux is the guy from Fable. He's the one who did like.
Oh, I don't like those games.
Like he had some really awesome games in his early career when people were able to keep him like contained.
Name a couple.
Theme Park was fucking incredible.
Theme Park and
it's one of those games where it was like it was such a simple idea.
Quick.
It was such a simple idea, but like he could go incredibly deep on it in it. And all those Bullfrog games were really good. But then he did.
All right. Well,
okay.
that's it.
Goodbye.
Continue that next time.
Black and White was shit, and then Fable was awesome, and then Fable 2 and 3 was shit. That's Peter Molyneux. Fable was awesome. Fable 2 and 3 was shit.
Oh, God.
That's the end of the